Here's a question worth pondering upon. Why is attendance, that age-old metric straight out of our school days, making a surprising comeback in the workplace? You see, while some employers are sweetening the deal with perks and incentives, others are taking a more drastic turn. They are tying in-person attendance to one's performance reviews. But what really is with this obsession with attendance, and what does it truly mean for the workforce? In a world where flexible work arrangements have not only proved to be successful, but have also become the new norm in the years of the pandemic, the relevance of attendance is under scrutiny. Does physically being in the office necessarily equate to heightened productivity? Or is it merely about the appearance of productivity? Let's do a deep dive. In the latest, Google and JP Morgan have warned their staff their office attendance will be factored in their performance evaluations. A US law firm informed the employees that fewer days in the office would result in lower bonuses. And now tech giants Meta and Amazon have told employees that they are now monitoring badge swipes with potential consequences for the workers who don't comply with the attendance policies. The consequences for not swiping in? Job loss. And it appears that increasingly workers across sectors are barreling towards the same fate. But it's not surprising. It's a return to the norm after all. It's ingrained in us since our childhood. Perfect attendance was seen as a badge of honor. Even at workplaces before the pandemic, remote work was rare. Employees were expected to be physically present at their desks. And so the obsession with attendance has been a mainstay of the workplace culture for decades now. But you see, in the post-pandemic world, flexible arrangements have proven to be working, if not more productive. But attendance is still entrenched as a core metric. Companies argue that in-person teamwork fosters innovation and collaboration. They say that remote work might hinder that. And there's also the concern of preserving corporate culture and identity. But is it just corporate anxiety and a desire for control? I guess the question I'm asking is attendance everything that you look for in an employee? Of course, teamwork is important, pushing for innovation as well. But then, is attendance in office the answer to success? Because if success is the end goal, then workplaces need to evolve with time. And mandatory attendance policies can burden employees in a way, especially those with young children, disabilities, or long commutes. And for these groups, remote work has offered a more balanced work-life dynamic. Let's look at the science. I'm going to cite research conducted last year. Research from our labs found that remote or hybrid employees were 22% happier than workers in an office. And they also stayed in their jobs longer. Remote workers had less stress, more focus, and were found to be more productive as compared to when toiling away in the office. Working from home led to better work-life balance. It was more beneficial for the physical and mental well-being of the employees. That was one study. Let's look at another. A study from Ergotron sampled 1,000 full-time workers. The study found that hybrid workplace models have empowered employees, helping them to reclaim physical health as well as mental health benefits as well. A total of 56% of employees cited mental health improvements, better work-life balance, and more physical activity. So you see, despite evidence that remote work promotes diversity, inclusion, job satisfaction, many organizations still stress on attendance, and workers fear that non-compliance could harm their job security and their career in the long run. But some employees are pushing back. The employer's insistence on office returns could backfire, eroding company culture and morale. And beyond workers, others are questioning the relevance of attendance policies. Even in schools, parents are advocating for a reduced emphasis on attendance when it comes to measuring success, challenging the age-old notion that physical presence trumps actual performance. In the end, clinging on to mandatory office attendance risks missed opportunities, decreased productivity, and lower employee satisfaction? It's time to rethink the outdated notion that physical presence defines work. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.